All right, everybody. This is Surfport, and I just wanted to rap to you about something that I touched on in my last video with Elder Scrolls 6 speculation. And I'll tell you what, I think it deserved its own video. So now here I am recording another video on the same day. And like Skyrim, Skyrim is dangerous. You shouldn't live there. Don't go there. I mean, it's terrible. I'm just gonna I'm gonna list off a few right off the bat. You got bandits, vampires, sorcerers, dragons, and the revived Jogger, which are all the way from like the Merethic era and the Dragon Cult. Wild were creatures, elven supremacists. Who else? Daedra. I don't have a script. I'm just going. The Dark Brotherhood, Thieves Guild, the Blackbriars, Reiklings, and like just the wildlife. That's like 12 things. It's terrible. Like I mean, you think being out in the wild is bad, but like the cities are crap too. You know what I'm saying? Like Morthal's got their like vampire problem. Like barely anybody knows about it, and there's like a one vampire and one thrall that's like trying to end up taking over the town, and like a block and a half away there's that cave that's filled with vampires that are gonna like overrun the city. Riften is like corrupt to the core. They got Maven Blackbriar that's got the Jarl in her pocket, and like mutual respect with the Thieves Guild or whatever, at least. If she doesn't already control the Thieves Guild, I'm like, I don't even know. Dawnstar has got Daedric malarkey going on with Ramina. Markarth, all the guards are basically Forsworn. Like, you guys ever play that quest? Sit in a mine and all that crap. Um, not to mention, not to mention what I touched on last video, which was all of the forts in Skyrim, like all of them, are just occupied by hostile people, like um, bandits, vampires, sorcerers. Who else? Forsworn. Like Skyrim is in a horrible place. I mean, it's got a civil war on, and that would be grounds to put a lot of things to a halt. But they should be militarized. There's a civil war. Why are none of the forts doing anything? Like they're mothballing with people that are hostile to both sides, really, and that's not great. Like, imagine fighting a civil war and you have one capital city per side and one hold, or one encampment per side per hold. Like, like, why aren't they in forts? I mean, you attack forts in the Civil War quest line. Rest assured, I don't even need to tell you that. I'm sure you've played it. But like, you go there before, like you're just adventuring. You're just going. You find a fort. You think you're gonna meet anybody friendly? Forget about it. No one. Skyrim's dangerous. It's terrible. Like you're just gonna be walking around and you see like that, like those carts that are like the people are on fire, like they're charred or whatever, and they're in those kneeling positions or whatever. I'm yawning. And like, dude, we can take in. Let's just look at the Civil War. Like you got one legate per encampment, and each encampment has like 11 guys. It is an officer if you're a stormcloak, but whatever. Like, isn't like a legate supposed to control a legion? 5,000 people? There's like 11 in that encampment. That's like, what is that in real world Roman thing? It's like a contubernium and a half. And who controls a contubernium? Probably no one. Like, they got a quartermaster and a legate and like 6 other soldiers. That'll probably be a bit challenging if you're on your own. There's like there's something wacky going on. I mean, I attribute it to technological limitations because that game came out in like 2011. But when it comes to like numbers and like NPCs and crap, Elder Scrolls 6 gotta fix that. Gotta fix that crap. It's terrible. Like the Civil War is bad enough. Like remember when the Stormcloaks firebombed Whiterun? Anybody remember that? Like they destroyed Hrimskir's house, Mr. Talos the Mighty, Talos the Unerring. Remember him? My favorite. They now he sleeps on a sleeping bag outside next to Talos, which is basically a stuffed animal, that big Talos statue. And if you get caught saying anything nice about Talos, the Thalmor is gonna come and get you. And I mean, what are the Thalmor gonna do for you? They're what, slavers? Basically the Nazis of the Elder Scrolls universe. They're terrible. They're gonna kill you. And what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? Kill you? You go to Aetherius. Aetherius is crazy. What else? What else is there? The trade is basically non-existent. I'll tell you what. Like you'd expect the Civil War would do that to you, but like even if like you can settle the Civil War, and you still couldn't trade if you wanted to. There's still there's still dudes everywhere. There's still banditry up in the forts. You can't go anywhere. Like that fort that's controlled by the Forsworn between Whiterun and Markarth and the in those Reach mountains, the mountains in the Reach. Like forget about it. You're not going anywhere. You're not getting nowhere. Caravan or not, I don't see how the Khajiit survive. Like I imagine if I managed to catch the Khajiit going down the road, and I followed them and let whatever territory was not unload and just keep following them, they'd probably all die. I don't know how many of them are essential, granted, but probably couldn't make it. Like the GDP, I'll tell you what, the GDP of Skyrim is probably like one septim or something. Like you got Adrian Avenici and the Solitude blacksmith guy making weapons for the Imperials for the war, solely for the war effort. You got what, like farmers? They're probably feeding soldiers as well as taking their things to market. And that I would have loved to see in the Elder Scrolls probably like carts. You see carts, but none of them are moving. None of them are mobile. Like the closest thing you get is the carriage drivers, and whatever. But that's basically a fast travel. That's like an immersive, if you're going for that, an immersive method of fast travel. It's terrible. Like you're just gonna be on the road, and all of a sudden you hear the music, and you get anxious, and you're looking around, you don't see anything, and either there's like a dragon a mile and a half away, or you're being attacked by a bear, or a saber cat, or whatever. I mean, why would you live in Skyrim? Like if I lived in Skyrim, I'd just I'd go to the nearest city. And if I was in a city, I'd stay exactly where I was, unless it was somewhere crappy where like Dawnstar, where I couldn't even sleep. And Winterhold, don't even get me started. Everybody's freaking out about the college. If you're not part of the college, you're scared of the college, because like half the town, half the city, wasn't it like the biggest city in Skyrim or something, fell into the ocean, and like there's no ruins, by the way. The hell's up with that? Um, like you're extremely distrustful of the college because they sank your city. Like imagine you had a great city going on and then it just fell off. Literally fell off. Like not economically, like the mountain it was on went away and now there's just a chasm. But strangely, your mage college survived. There's grounds for suspicion there. I'll tell you what. I blame Manamarco or something. I don't know. Oh, I'll tell you what I'll blame. I'll blame that fight that between that dragon priest as it was. I don't think it was as at all. And just a dragon priest and Mirak that separated Solstheim. That'll probably sink a city or two. That was right there. It's terrible. It's just terrible. Don't live in Skyrim. You'll die. Live somewhere. Just go to Akavir or something. I'm sure Akavir is better than Tamriel. Or live in High Rock. Nobody's talked about that until the Elder Scrolls 6 is gonna come out. It's terrible. Like become a mage, learn illusion or something in restoration. Stay fed. Be safe. Don't go exploring. They're gonna kill you out there. That just about wraps things up. Thank you everybody. This is Surfsport. Don't forget to like, favorite, subscribe, and whatever. Thank you. Have a good day.